All right, we're here for another edition of This Just In. As you can see, we have a lot behind us to get through. So let's try not to waste too much time in the beginning of this. I thought I would just tell you a couple of details about the makeup I'm wearing. I am wearing Prisma Palette's Dijon and Radiant Gold on my eyes. I've done this combo before and I really liked it, and I figured since I'm wearing a yellow shirt, I can pull it out again. I like to recycle eye looks that I like a lot because, you know, I'm not like super big on the makeup thing, so I do wear a lot of the same stuff over and over again. And this is one combo that I really like. So Dijon and Radiant Gold, and then I am wearing the same thing I've been wearing for like the last month on my lips is Beam. Pretty much all I wear right now, just because I have it sitting out here. It goes with everything. It's nice and glossy, and it feels kind of summery. So I don't know, that's what's happening here today. All right, so now that that's done, I figured we should just get into everything that we've got going on today. So I'm gonna start a little bit differently than I usually start my This Just Ins. I usually start with the current subscription boxes, which we will get to, but I do have a sponsor for the first portion of this video, and it's from a skincare company that I have reviewed and worked with before on my channel. I've featured them quite a few times. I really, really love their skincare, and they did just update their packaging, and one of the products has an update to it as well. There's a little bit of a formula update, so I wanted to talk about the Other Skincare again. The Other Skincare company. So here is the new packaging. Comes in nice new boxes, a different color for each box. And we'll go over the new bottles as well. So like I said, this portion of the video is sponsored by the Other Skincare company. I'm gonna leave my link below to a couple of reviews that I've done featuring the Other Skincare company. One is my full line review. They are a brand that only has 4 products currently. I do think they're working on some other stuff, which I'm very excited about because I love their skincare. But currently there are 4 skincare products. It's a complete skincare line, and I really love it, especially for acne prone skin, because it's effective, it's potent, and it's affordable, which is always important when you're talking about skincare, especially if you're talking about like a complete line. You want something that's going to be affordable that works well with each other. So go check out the full line review that I did for that video. And then I also included their Keep Calm Oil to Milk Cleanser, which I have the new bottle right here, which it's in glass now. It was in plastic before, and it's got a clear sticker on. So it's not screen printed, but it is a clear sticker on the front now, but it's gorgeous. This was included in my top oil cleansers video because this is great for acne prone skin, sensitive skin. It's got blue tansy in it. It's emulsifying, it's lightly enzymatic. I really, really love this oil cleanser, and go check out that video for more information on the cleanser, and then also my full review for, you know, to talk about all the products. So that's the first one. The second one is Flora, and this is the one that got a update. Let me actually go grab the original. So here's the original. This is the NMF Micellar Water Cleanser Toner Moisturizer. And as you'll be able to see, I really, really love this product. I use it quite often as like a morning cleanser when I'm not gonna wash my face that day, or when I'm going to the gym. Like yesterday, I used it right before I went to the gym for the first time in 10 months, which felt amazing. Really, it's been like almost a year and a half since I've been in the gym regularly. We tried to go back last September, but they still hadn't quite opened up, you know, everything. We've been waiting on the kids section to open up because they've got this like jungle gym in the gym, and the last time we tried to bring Oliver, they had just opened back up, and all they had was like, they had a movie on for the kids, so they wouldn't let the kids play with the toys or play on the jungle gym or whatever, and it was a little bit traumatic for Oliver, so we said, okay, we're not gonna come back, or at least I'm not gonna come back, because we can't go together. And the way that we have our membership set up is like, I'm a guest, so I have to go with my husband, and we just bring Oliver at the same time. So we can't all go back together, and we're not gonna take Oliver until they open up the jungle gym. So June of this year, so September was when we went back. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, like 10 months, but it took them to open up the jungle gym. It's just like crazy. But anyway, we finally get to go back because all of the kids' places open. So now Oliver can play with the kids and run around and do whatever. So I went to the gym for the first time yesterday, and it just feels really good to get back in. I'm hoping to get back in there at least 3 times a week, which is sort of what I was doing before. And before I go to the gym, I know sort of like to keep this on skincare. Before I go to the gym, I always sort of like prep my skin skin, I just do like a micellar water cleanser thing, and then I do like a really gentle moisturizer just to keep my skin hydrated and sort of like moisturized while I'm at the gym. So this is one of my favorite kinds of products for that kind of routine, is I'll use the micellar cleansing water, you know, really quickly cleanse my face and then, you know, put on a really light moisturizer. So like right now I'm using the little sample of the Tata Harper fortifying moisturizer that came in last month's detox box. I'm about halfway through it. So that's what I did yesterday. And so the new one, as you can see, there's been a color change to it. So it does have bamboo bio water and hyaluronic acid, and then it also has rosewater and neroli. Rosewater, I do believe, is a new edition. I don't think there is rosewater in the old edition, which does, you know, make it a little bit pink. And then it's got green tea, mangosteen, echinacea, and cucumber extracts. And it smells really, really good. Let's see, how much different does it smell than the other one? I actually really like it. The old one kind of smells just like water, but you can definitely smell a little bit of the rose and some of the other things in the new one. I'm really excited to use this, especially since I'm like about halfway done with my old one, to have a new bottle of the micellar water, because it is one of my favorites, you know, of the ones that I've tried. We'll get to that when we do the micellar water collection favorite portion of, you know, the skincare thing that I'm working on. But that is the product that has got an update. All of the rest are, you know, the exact same formulas if you fell in love with them before. So then there is the Blemish Concentrate, Plant Voodoo, and the Phantom Spray Moisturizer. So the Plant Voodoo Serum Concentrate, which is the oil, which is super potent. It's got watermelon, black cumin, blackberry, pomegranate, soybean, mangosteen, chamomile, thyme, rosemary, and some ceramides, and it's super potent. One of my favorite oils. Oh, the thyme is really, really good, especially if you have acne-prone skin. It's like one of those ingredients that just like, you know, really gets in there and works. And then the Phantom Spray Moisturizer is such a unique concept and like formula for moisturizer, because it's like a shake. You shake it and spray it. So like, don't spray it on your face, but like I spray it in my hands and then, you know, emulsify it and rub it on my hands. It's like super lightweight, but it's super moisturizing. It's enough for me to use day and night. And again, go check out the review that I did for the entire collection if you want like full details, ingredient, you know, you want to go into the ingredients, you want to see me do, did I do a demo? I believe I did. You want to see like a demo of all the products. Go check that out, because I really love that skincare. I'm really excited about the new boxes and packaging and the updated, you know, micellar water formula, because I really loved that before. So that is that's the other skincare company. I do have a discount code if you want to shop with them. There are lots of ways that you can try them. They do have like 3 different sizes where you can buy like the complete collection. You can buy like a mini, you can buy a travel size set, and then you can actually buy the full set at a discount, you know, if you buy all of it together at once. So definitely check them out if you're interested. I'll leave the link below. And then of course, if you feel like purchasing, I do have a discount code with them. And yeah, definitely a brand I recommend you check out if you have acne prone skin or you're looking for something with potent ingredients that's at an affordable price point for acne prone skin. All right, so now that we are past that portion of the video, we can get on to subscription box stuff, and then we can talk about the other items I have received in the month of June. It's like weird, like the beginning of the month, it's pretty slow, like not much comes in, but then towards like the end of the month, it's just like everything sort of comes in at once, and it just gets just like, whoa, where did all of this come from? Because like right now for July, I don't think anything has come in so far, but I know like by the end of the month, I'll just have like a, you know, a giant pile of stuff again. So, okay, so first off, if you saw last week's video that was on the Beauty Heroes review of the Lil Fox Acid Glow and Marshmallow Poof. I've been using Marshmallow Poof for the last week. I have not used Acid Glow again just because I haven't found the time to do it. I don't always mask. Sometimes I will go weeks without masking, and I don't think I've masked in the last week, since that video anyway. But I'm really enjoying Marshmallow Poof so far. I don't know that I've noticed any specific difference. Like all the places where I have like really deep lines or just like, you know, wrinkles in general, I don't know that I've noticed anything specific, but I'm gonna keep using it, at least for the time being, just to sort of see if I notice anything. And then Acid Glow, I know I got a couple of comments about like the Acid Glow being too intense, or you're kind of tired of products like this, and like I get it if you're not someone who enjoys exfoliating products or like acids or peels. I could see how those kinds of things that, you know, they keep coming in boxes, they would be tiresome to you. But I personally love products like that because I am, you know, like a masking fiend, and I love acids and I love peels and I love exfoliating products. So like that is right up my alley. I really love products like that, and I thought it worked well, pretty much like on par with the like Matcha refreshment that we saw last year. So if you're interested in that, that is still available. Thus far, I haven't heard that they're selling out yet, so it's possible they may not sell out. I always anticipate, you know, products with high price points are going to sell out, but I don't know, maybe it won't. Okay, so then Boxwalla came in too, actually, and I haven't tried these products yet, and I don't know when I'm gonna be able to fit them into my routine. I'm sort of, because I'm testing the marshmallow poof thing, I kind of want to test that for a couple of weeks. But the Boxwalla box is a votary box again. We did see a votary box, I believe, last year, but we're seeing the Brightening Hyaluronic Acid Serum, or just the Brightening Hyaluronic Serum. It's a big size too, 1.7 ounces. And then also the Intense Overnight Mask with Rose Hip and Hyaluronic. So I haven't opened this yet. Now I am kind of nervous to try these products as well, because I did try the votary products last year, and after a couple of days my skin just like freaked out, and I don't know if that was just coincidental with maybe something else had happened. Maybe I had eaten sugar and I just hadn't really connected the dots yet that my skin is related to sugar and my diet and, you know, internal stuff. But there isn't anything in the votary products that should freak my skin out, but my skin did freak out last year, so I have been kind of nervous to like retest anything votary. And I'm not seeing anything in the overnight mask that should freak my skin out, so I don't know, maybe because the deadline for the Boxwalla box is a little bit later than some of the others, so maybe in a couple of weeks, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I can like add it in at night like once in a while or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But that is what's in this month's Boxwalla box if you're interested in those products. If you tried the votary products last year and you really liked them and you want something sort of like for nighttime, just sort of go with that if you still have those products. Okay, so then the last one that I have is the Detox Market July box, which is another Indie Lee box. And I almost said no to this, but it has a body butter and like a body oil in it in sort of like different scents than I've tried them in before. And they kind of sounded more up my alley, but I might end up giving most of these away just because I don't really know. I don't really know if I... Well, the body butter is already doing this sort of like weird separating thing. And I don't know if it's because it like melted. I mean, sending a body butter in the middle of summer is sort of like a really bad idea. And I don't know why the Detox Market and Indie Lee thought that that might be a good idea in the middle of summer, because it came completely melted and then I had to, you know, refrigerate it. Okay, anyway. So the body butter, it's the whipped body butter. So it says whip your skin into shape overnight with this decadent body butter. An antioxidant-rich trio of shea butter, jojoba, and marula softens and soothes, while a citrusy concoction uplifts the senses. So there's one product in there. I haven't tried their body butter, but I have tried a previous body oil, and I wasn't like a huge fan. But this one is what is this? This is the Sleep Body Oil to soothe and relax. So let's see, it's starring vitamin-rich jojoba, grapeseed, and marula. It's got patchouli and vetiver, which it does smell good. And it's got like an interesting spray top on it. The last one that I had did not have a spray top, so I don't know when they implemented sort of like the spray top oil thing, which I don't particularly enjoy for oils, especially because they just sort of like get all over the place. So it's like one of those things you just spray it in your hand, but I would rather just have a pump in that case or something. And then the last thing is the overnight facial oil. So this restorative night treatment plumps and brightens the look of skin thanks to rosehip, jojoba, and sweet almond, while lavender essential oil emits a tranquil aroma. So there's that. I might try to incorporate some of those things. I might not. I'm not really sure yet, but in case you're like a big Indie Lee fan and maybe you wanted to try these products, that is what's in the July Detox box. I do feel like the Detox Market works pretty closely with Indie Lee because I feel like something Indie Lee is always in, you know, one of their bundles and they're featured in their boxes. Have they been featured like 3 times now, or has it just been twice? I feel like it's been pretty regularly, but maybe that's just me thinking just because I'm not. Oh, well, Indie Lee was also in a recent Clean Beauty box before they, you know, went out of business, and maybe that's why it just seems like it's been a lot of Indie Lee lately because it's come from multiple areas. Try to figure out best how to do this big guy without, you know, dropping it everywhere. So I ordered some sunscreen from Bao Botanicals. Bao makes my favorite sunscreen to use on Oliver, and I have gotten some other kids related sunscreen, but I wanted to have some that I know I like. And they have a new formula. So it's the Sheer Mineral Sunscreen for Extra Sensitive Skin SPF 50. And I did buy it in the spray, the mister, and then I also bought it in the tube. So like for face and for body. And we used these last weekend when my family was over. All the kids were out in the backyard playing on like the slip and slide, and there was water everywhere, and we were just out in the sun. And all of the kids were wearing this, and I think they all escaped without a burn. My kid doesn't burn super easy. He's got better skin than I do. I'm much fairer, and I burn relatively easily, but he still sometimes needs, well, I mean, I always put sunscreen on him, but like on the days when I know he's gonna be out for like longer than 10 minutes or whatever, I will make sure that I slather him in it. But this worked. I mean, he didn't burn, and none of the other kids burned. So like my 2 nieces, they didn't burn either. I really like Bao, and SPF 50 like is unheard of in Clean Beauty, especially with zinc oxide. Usually when it's like SPF 50, you're looking at chemical, and we don't use chemical sunscreens. So again, Bao makes my favorite kid sunscreen. So if you ever wanted to know like what, you know, I like to use on Oliver, it's the mineral sunscreens from Bao. Just really gentle, works really well, clean ingredients. I really like them. I also picked up the Daily Sheer Tinted Sunscreen SPF 30 at the same time. I can't remember if they have more than one tint of this. I feel like they do. This is Natural Glow, which is sort of like a light, but there's really like zero coverage at all to it. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, it just sort of like, you know, it just leaves a little bit of a tint, so it's not like a white cast. I do think they have at least one more shade, I want to say. And then at the same time, I bought a lip tint in SPF 15 in Beach Rose. Ugh, and it's melted, go figure. I hadn't opened it before this. Dang it, that's the only thing, is like, it's so freaking hard to keep anything good. Where did it all go? It's like, oh, well, here you go. It's all in here. I'll try to clean that off, and then I'll still use it. It's still fine, but it's just like ugly and melted now. But anyway, if you want a lip balm with SPF in it and you want some kind of tint so it's not like a white, Bao does have a few shades of that. So something to keep in mind. And then I also did receive the new tinted mineral sunscreen and moisturizer from Love Sun Body. They sent me a big size in the shade Sand, and then a small size in the shade, I don't actually know. So here's the tint. I'm not sure about this one because when I put it on the back of my hand, it looks kind of broken when I rub it in. So I don't know again if that's like it doesn't like melt in the way that the other one did. I don't know if that's because it melted, possibly because it came during the heat wave when it was like 118 degrees outside, but I haven't tried that on my face yet either. But something I will keep you updated on, you know, as I use a couple of these sunscreen things. And I do have another sunscreen video planned that I want to do before summer is out. It's just a matter of, you know, getting it done. Actually, speaking of sunscreen and sun-related items, before we move on to, you know, like makeup and whatever else I've got in here, Beauty Heroes does also have a limited edition box with Solera Sun Care. which is a full SPF box, and it is a repeat of a box we saw previously. Last year, was it last year? I think it was last year they featured this box for the first time, and I really, really liked Solera Sun Care. That's a mouthful. I really liked their formulas, but they did have an issue with breaking. So like the emulsification of their products was not the best. The first set that I got did end up breaking on me, so they sent a replacement thinking that they had fixed it. And I used it for most of the summer, and then I let them sit for the winter because I don't tend to put on SPF as much in the winter, just because I hardly leave the house, and you know, I never hardly get burned in the summer. It's whatever. Do you. Do whatever you want to do. Don't tell me I need to wear sunscreen in the summer or in the winter, because I know, but it is what it is. But I pulled the stuff out to reuse it this summer, and all of it had broken again, even though it was like less than a year old. So then Beauty Heroes, you know, sent out an update and said that they are working with Solera Sun Care again, and they found that after last year, when they had, you know, done the reformulation, they found that it still wasn't quite perfect. So they've been working really hard over the last year to make sure that that stops happening, where the sunscreen stops separating and you don't get that like water, you know, separation at the top, and then it's just sort of like no good anymore. So they're working with Solera again to give you guys a full box of all of their sun care. So it's the Clean Freak SPF 30 sunscreen, and then there's the Glow Getter, which is the one that has like mica shimmers in it, which I love for the summer. That's one of my favorite body sunscreens. Then there's the Time Traveler, which is the face sunscreen. So there's the Clean Freak, which is the body sunscreen that's no mica. The Glow Getter, which is body, which is mica. The Time Traveler, which is face. And then the Pout Protector, which is their lip serum. So like I said, again, I'll have another SPF video later, hopefully within the month is my goal. But I mean, we know I've been kind of like flippant on videos lately while I figure out what I'm doing on my channel. So then sort of another sun care related product is this new product that I got from this brand called Lilly B. It's the Ultra Quenching After Sun Care for Face and Body Summer Essence. And this has been really, really nice in the summer, especially when I spend, you know, like a lot of hours outdoors. This is just like a nice, refreshing thing to, you know, spray amongst yourself like when you come inside. So it's an ultra quenching mist rich with nourishing botanicals. So it's desert agave and aloe to soothe and hydrate. Chlorophyll dense wheatgrass breathes oxygen onto skin, while crisp cucumber and peppermint waters cool. Woody sandalwood undertones blend with bright spearmint and bergamot notes to bring refreshing bliss to body and mind. So you shake it before you use it, and then you mist it all over your face and body after the sun, or sort of like throughout the day. So we can spray it now. This smells so, so good. You smell the cucumber and the sandalwood and a little bit of the spearmint, and it's like cooling and refreshing, and it's really sort of like this perfect summer like product to keep on hand. Like keep it in your purse, and when you're like out and about and you get really hot, just sort of like spray it on yourself. It's just like, it's such a beautiful product. I really, really like it. Definitely check them out. If you've never heard of them, I hadn't until they reached out to me about their newest launch, and I'm really, really loving that. So that's another sort of like sun care related thing. I also do have a couple more bikinis. We'll get to that at the end. Even though that's sun related, we'll just sort of like save the bikinis for the end. Because yes, I did buy more bikinis because I can't help myself. All right, so let's get into some other things, makeup related things. Okay, so if you didn't watch my video where I told you guys about my Prisma Palette collab, I did create some eyeshadows with the Prisma Palette. It's kind of a mess because I did just use it recently. But these are the 4 shades that I created with Prisma Palette. Mink is like my favorite everyday eyeshadow color. It's perfect. I've got Bouquet, which is a pink. We've got Ripple and Sprout, which are like greens and blues. Go check out that video if you have not yet already watched that. And then I'll link below, you know, to the collab in case you want to pick up any of the colors. But I had such a fun time creating these. I really love all the colors. That was such a fun collab for me to do. All right, so another makeup related thing that I didn't collab on, but it's more eyeshadow. So it's the new Pacifica Stellar Gaze eyeshadow palette. I feel like didn't they already have like a Stellar Gaze? Oh no, it's their Stellar Gaze mascara is what it was called. But this is their new palette. So it's a mix of shimmers and mattes and all kinds of cool colors. So I'm really excited to play with that. So that is the palette. I'm really excited to play with that. And then they also at the same time released 4 new eye pencils. They didn't send this to me. I did buy this myself. So they have 4 new eye pencils in blue or teal, whatever color you want to call it. Ocean, lilac, rose quartz, and minty. Just fun colors, just fun for summer. I really love the colors of the palette. I can see, you know, I could see all of these colors, you know, working with some of the colors in this palette, which probably was the idea. Hello. But yeah, that's really fun. I'm really excited to play with that. I need to do that soon. So I also recently placed another order with Phytosurgeons. I've really been enjoying their blush bombs and their highlighter thing. I am wearing the highlighter today in, I think it's Mirrored Moonlight. I can't really remember what the name of it is, but I did go ahead and I bought a few other things from Phytosurgeons because it sounded like you guys would be interested in like a video dedicated to Phytosurgeons, and I wanted to have like a couple more shades. So now I've got 4 blush shades, 3 eye shades, and 3 highlighter shades. So the highlighters, I did buy 2 more. So I bought the lightest one and then the one that was after Mirrored Moonlight, the one that I have. So I've got the, oh no. I hate that it feels like every time I open up a Phytosurgeons packet, I'm like talking about something that sort of went wrong with it. So like last time I opened up one of my eyeshadows and had like this weird fuzzy cover on it, which they did reach out to me and they said, it's not like mold or anything. It was just, you know, like part of the formula because of the heat and whatever. And I'm just opening up my two bombs and they're both kind of like melted and gross. That's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that like the times that I've opened them up obviously haven't been off camera because I'm sort of giving you my first impressions of them on camera and they've been kind of a mess. But this one is Dew of Dawn, which is sort of like a little bit of a bronzier color than the one that I've got. I mean, obviously still usable, but you know, ugly. And then the other one that I've got is Fresh Fog, which is sort of this one is sort of more of like an icy like white. So, I mean, I'll just try to clean these up as best I can. They're kind of oily, kind of gross. Maybe just be careful ordering from them during the summer. I would say that if you want to order from them, maybe wait, because it's been hot. I mean, it's been hot everywhere. So it's like, it's not their fault, obviously. It's been hot here, it's been hot there, it's been hot everywhere. Where has it not been hot? But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so then the other 2 blush shades I bought were Singe, which this doesn't look like it had any issues. And then Ember, which I should have actually waited because they just released like this super pretty orange color too. I think it's called like Molten. I should have waited. But those are the 2 extra blush shades that I got. And then I did buy 2 of their, what are these called? These are their eye creams. I'm not sure what exactly they're called. This is the Potent Petal. Oh, Flash Fluorescence is what I think it's called. So this is the Petal, which is like a rose color, which I love. I love rosy colors like that. And then this one is Deeply Rooted, which is sort of this like brown taupe. I put it in like the worst possible spot again. Hang on, I'll give you another swatch. But it's like this brown taupey, like beautiful, just beautiful. Like that's like the perfect one shadow color for me. That's gorgeous. So yeah, gonna have to use that soon. We'll keep you updated on the Phytosurgeons front, and maybe look for a dedicated video soon once I play, you know, with a couple of those things for a little bit longer. All right, I'm trying to grab all of the makeup related items first. So Osea Beauty recently released the Sun Melt, which is their natural cream bronzer, and it looked really good. And I really love bronzer, so I really wanted to try it. So I did get their light shade. This is the light bronze. As you can see, I've swatched it. I have not tried it yet just because my skin has been kind of freaked out lately, so I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup. I did buy the brush at the same time, so like the buffing, the whole buffing brush system. Let's see, can you see that it's a little bit bronzy? I don't know, I'm like hit or miss with Saie. Like some of the Saie products I've tried I really like, and then some of the Saie products I've tried I'm like, why is this a product? It's not that amazing. But yeah, now that this is out, I can do like a full face of Saie Beauty. So I will be doing a Saie review soon. Sort of like, I think I'm gonna do it in the same style of what I did with like my Merit Beauty review. It's sort of like what's worth your money and what isn't. I think I kind of want to go down that route for a lot of reviews in the future, but we'll see. So Fit Glow sent me their new updated Good Lash mascara. I think they're replacing this with, you know, their old formula, and I don't know that they've released it yet. But it's coming. So I think just the brush is changed. I don't think the actual formula is any different. So this is a new Sky High Lift and Curl brush technology. And I actually did use the old brush today, the one that sort of looks like a Christmas tree. It's like pine cone shaped. This one has this sort of like curved edge at the back now. So I might do like a comparison, one eye to the other. Obviously not today because I've already got mascara on, but so you can see the difference between the old mascara and the new one, if it's like dramatically different, if it's not much different at all, I don't know. Well, it's the same mascara, but between the two brushes, you know, so maybe I'll do that as like a reel or something, I don't know. I know that Instagram is like totally pushing reels and video and stuff like that, and I either got to like get with the times and like the trends or whatever, or just like disappear, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But anyway, that is something that I'm thinking about doing, is doing a comparison of the old brush versus the new brush. So something that might be coming soon. And then the last makeup related thing I have is the Clover collection. Clover is the sister brand to Clove & Hollow, which I have talked about Clove & Hollow a lot on my channel. I really love their powder foundation. I really love their lipsticks. Some of their other makeup has been sort of hit or miss for me. Like their bronzer drives me crazy to no end because it constantly gets hard pan and I can't use it. Their blushes I do like, but it's kind of just an interesting sort of like unique formula that I don't feel like has the best shelf life, especially not their highlighters. It's kind of like this chunky liquid thing that's not my favorite. So they launched Clover Beauty, which is supposed to be like a more affordable, not so ingredient conscious, but still cruelty free, still clean synthetic ingredients. You're not gonna find like, you know, common drugstore ingredients in here, but I think they're kind of they want to hit that sort of like mass market, you know, clientele, right? Where it's like cheaper, but not like super cheap. It's not like you're gonna find an $8 foundation in here or something like that. But you can buy all of this on Amazon, which I think is their preferred business model. They are selling it online on the Clover website right now, but I don't think that's a permanent thing. I think they've said that Amazon is their like preferred business model. So they did send me the collection of everything. So they've got lip gloss, lipstick, concealer, foundation, pressed blush, or it's like a cream blush, liquid or cream liner, cream eyeliner, mascara. They have their pigment sticks, which is like their eyeshadow sticks, and then their highlighters. So they sent me a varying collection of shades. I did already give away the other foundation and concealer shade they gave me because it was too dark. So hopefully the one that I have works all right for me. So I'm not gonna do a first impressions because I feel like I've seen a bunch of people already do that, and that's I don't really want to do what everyone else does. I kind of want to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to be testing that stuff, and then you will see it in a review of some format down the line. So I think that is the last of my makeup. Everything else now we have is like skincare. I'm pretty sure. I don't know anymore. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then we will get into the skincare stuff. Okay, continuing on. Skincare, body care, whatever else I've got back there edition. So DermaE actually sent me a couple of packages. The other one is right here. So they sent me a package for Pride. So they did this like Pride package. So they're celebrating Pride Month, where they sent a product in like every color of the rainbow. So yeah, they're all represented here. So we've got the anti-wrinkle treatment oil. We've got the acne control blemish treatment serum, the vitamin C gentle daily cleansing paste. Then we've got the blue light shield spray, which is green. And then we have the ultra hydrating alkaline cloud cleanser, which is blue. Which I'm actually really excited about this, because one of the categories that I'm going to go through when I do my like skincare stuff is like foaming cleansers, which I did buy another foaming cleanser for that as well. So I'm excited to have another foaming cleanser, because there's not many foaming cleansers. I think in total now I have like 5, which I don't think there's many more than that in like the clean beauty space. And then also the advanced peptides and collagen moisturizer. So that is the first box from DermaE, which I thought was kind of fun. A fun way to celebrate like Pride, even though that's now been like, you know, a week past it. And then they also sent me this other package with some like, I threw away the pamphlet on this one, so I don't know exactly what they were looking to promote here. But they sent a couple of brightening things and then a couple of vitamin E related things. So maybe it's, I don't know. So they've got the vitamin C daily brightening cleanser and the vitamin C concentrated serum. And then we also have the vitamin E 12,000 IU cream, which, what is this for? Let's read about this a little bit. So it's their first formula. It's this multi-purpose daily face and body moisturizer that quickly absorbs to help replenish lost moisture. Vitamin E helps to soften and soothe extra dry, severely chapped skin. So that's not really me right now. Ooh, it does smell good though. It has natural fragrance oils. I'm not sure what that smell is though, but it smells good. Probably save that for the winter. And then we've got the vitamin E skin oil, 14,000 IUs. So it's fragrance-free hypoallergenic oil that deeply penetrates to help renew, repair, and condition. So you put it onto clean face and neck, use in the morning and evening, not intended for internal use. So just like an unscented, deeply hydrating, moisturizing oil. So that is new from, or not new, but like, you know, from DermaE, my monthly DermaE package. They usually send me at least like once a month, which is something that's on my list of things to review this year. Is I want to review strictly DermaE skincare, because I've been showing you guys DermaE for a long time, but I don't talk about them hardly ever, if at all. But I've got like a huge collection of DermaE products right now that I would love to sort of like test out like a routine, like a full DermaE, you know, like I used only DermaE products and this is what happened to my skin or something like that. Because I've never used strictly DermaE. Like I've used their products every once in a while, like sort of like mixed into other routines, but I'd love to see like how effective, you know, DermaE actually is on its own, because it's affordable. You can find it at Sprouts and Whole Foods and other, you know, nature stores. I think you can get their stuff at Target as well, so they're easily accessible. They are cleaner, they're vegan and cruelty free, but they do contain some synthetics. They do contain like phenoxyethanol, which they're like the last or the second to last ingredient in most of their formulas. So really it's not that big of a deal for me. I usually have a problem when phenoxyethanol is like much higher up on the list. And I don't have a problem with pretty much the rest of their ingredients. So if there's just like one thing in there, I would like to have more affordable, you know, reviews and things. So anyway, that's something that's on my list of things to do, which will I ever get to it? I don't know. I want to. Okay, so then speaking of affordable, Cocokind also sent me their 2 newest serums. Cocokind, I've been trying out a lot recently. They sent me some products. I've bought in some products. I've been testing them here and there. I've been really impressed with the Cocokind formulas. I find that they are, I mean, they're affordable, they're vegan, they're cruelty free. I've really liked them since they've started doing their more sort of like advanced, you know, formulas. I tried them in the beginning when they were just very simple, when they had like, you know, 4 ingredient masks, or like, you know, their cleansing oil that was like 2 ingredients, or like their rose water. It just wasn't really like impressive for me, because that's not really what I'm looking for. I am looking for stuff that's more, I don't know, like complicated, not necessarily expensive, because I don't think expensive always equals good. Just, you know, potent and effective. And if you can get that in an affordable serum, then just like, that's even better. So they sent me their ceramide barrier serum and their probiotic acne serum. These are the 2 newest. So I've been testing these along with their cleanser, their oil to milk cleanser. I've been testing their sleep mask. I've also been testing their celery cream, and that's sort of like pore thing that they've got that's got celery in it. Their brightening essence. I believe I have something else that I'm testing too, but I can't really remember. Oh, it's their like sea kale clay mask. So you'll be seeing a Cocokind review sooner than later, because that's the one that I've been working on the most recently. My skin did kind of have like a freak out moment where I needed to go back to like some old standbys that I know are going to like fix my skin. But I am almost past that. So I'll be going back to the Cocokind stuff here soon. And then I'll be trying that. So I think last month I showed you guys Alpine Beauty sent me their line. They sent me their newest serum, which is the wild nettle and niacinamide. So that's something else that's on the list to review. I wish I had, you know, 2 faces, 3 faces, 4 faces, so I could test all the skincare that I've got. But I just sort of, you know how it is. And then 100% Pure was having a sale of some kind, and I saw a couple of products that I wanted to test that I had never tested. I haven't tested much of their skincare, because I honestly haven't really been that impressed with what I have tried, but these are products that I didn't have a ton in these categories, and so I wanted to test, you know, more of them. So I've got the Green Tea Cloud Foam Cleanser and the Rose Micellar Cleansing Water. So I really wanted to test a few more, because again, I don't have very many micellar waters. I think I've got, I want to say like 4, which isn't really that many. I usually like to test at least like 5 things before I do sort of like one of those videos, you know, where it's like, it's just testing. I think like 5 is just like a good rounded number, but it's not rounded. It's just like a good number for like of things to test. Like 5 micellar waters, 5, you know, foaming face cleansers. You know what I mean? It's 5 just sounds better than 4 in my head. I don't know. That's my thing. Anyway, I have these 200% pure products, so there's that. And then Naturalogic sent me a refill of the Unmask, which is one of my favorite masks of all time. I used it this morning because I'm dealing with some inflammation, acne stuff I needed to take care of. So that's a godsend. I think I have like 1 use left in the jar that I had, and I needed to back up, so that was good. Mahalo sent me their new Queen Emma's Golden Harmony Pressed Serum. This is the first of there's going to be 3 items in the Queen Emma's collection. So this is the first new one that we're seeing, and then you'll be seeing sort of like the full collection, I think around like fall. So this is the Golden Harmony Pressed Serum. Oh, if you're familiar with the Queen Emma serum, like, you know just how like decadent, that's gold. So it's got like gold on the top. It's just gorgeous. So let me tell you what it's supposed to do. Plump and moisturize skin, harmonize dry and oily skin zones for even appearance, protect from photo aging, prevent premature aging, and deliver a queen-worthy glow. I've only tried this once so far, but I love the texture of it. I love the scent of it. It just made my skin feel just so like protected and cushiony. But yeah, I'll be trying that more over the coming weeks. I want to give you a review sooner than later. But again, probably something I would wait just a little bit until like it cools down. I don't know though, because we're like only in July. It's hot until like, you know, November. I just get nervous of all these like bombs and melty things that are like in the mail right now, just because you can see what happens. It just melts all over the place. All right, let's get this finished. Okay, so then the Detox Market sent me a couple of these masks from the new brand that they carry, Face. They sent me the period one and then the sweaty one. So let's see. The sweaty one is if it feels like you're constantly perspiring from workouts, work, or weather changes. Rectify that hot and bothered feeling with a skin detox and keep it cool, calm, and collected. So that's this one, which will be good. now that I'm working out. And then period 1 is your skin is unnecessarily shiny or super dry or both. A rebalance is in order to allow you to step off the seesaw of temperamental skin and kick potential breakouts to the curb. So I'm actually really excited about those. When I saw that they launched, I hoped that they would reach out to me about those because they looked really interesting. I think there's like 4 more other formulas. I know they have like a menopause one, and then there's like others that I can't remember the names of right now, but I'll definitely be trying those soon, keeping you updated. Osea sent me some products because they were running, I think they still are, they're running like a promotion for their Undaria algae body oil, which is one of my favorite body oils. It's actually the one that I'm using right now. Not this one, obviously, because this one's brand new, but this is one of my favorites. It smells incredible. It's like passion fruit, and it's like just so, it's like this intoxicating scent. I'm probably gonna do a summer favorites video, and so you'll be seeing that again, but I love that body oil. And then at the same time, they sent me a couple of refills for things that I liked and was out of. So the C Minerals Mist, the C Vitamin Boost Mist, so the green and the red mist, and then the Blemish Balm, which is a great oil balancing moisturizer, especially for summer, and then the anti-aging hand cream. So there's those things. And then I've got a couple of vitamin C treatments that I was sent. So there's this one from this company called Common Air, which is plastic free. So like even the little pods are plastic free. So performance without plastic. So their advanced vitamin C serum combines brightening botanicals like marshmallow and licorice root to help keep your skin healthy and glowy. So so they send you like a 2-month supply because there's 60 pods. So I think you use it, use daily, AM or PM. So you squeeze and twist 1 capsule, gently massage into clean face and neck before moisturizing. So I haven't tried these yet, but like each little pod contains like one use worth. Anyway, I'm excited to try that. I love vitamin C. But then the other vitamin C serum that I was finally sent is the Maya Chia Superlift Vitamin C More. I'm really excited about this one as well. I've heard really good things. So this one contains a combination of 3 shelf-stable bioavailable forms of vitamin C, tranexamic acid, niacinamide, and ferulic acid. Then it's also got astaxanthin and vitamin E to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and discoloration, revitalize and brighten the skin's appearance, while helping treat and prevent acne as a result of the special kind of vitamin C used, sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Right now I'm using the Haute C from Lil Fox just because I wanted to test it with the marshmallow marshmallow poof, whatever it's called. I wanted to test it with that, so I have been using that. But once I'm done testing well, I don't know, depending on what I'm testing. At some point I'll test this other vitamin C stuff. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not quite there yet. All right, so a few more skincare things, and then we can get on to the couple of body care things that I've got. So you know that I am friends with Erica, who is the owner of the Beauty Garden Boutique. She's got like a little online shop. We've been friends for a while. We've collaborated a couple of times. And since she's launched a couple of new-ish, new to me brands, but I don't know how new they are like in the space. I think they're relatively new. But she's launched a couple of new brands, and I have some of the stuff from those brands to test out and talk about, which I'm really excited about. So she launched a brand called Talia, which they actually have 5 products, but they sent me 3, but I am picking one up from her. I have samples of the other 2. So the ones that they sent me are the Illuminating Toning Mist, the Botanical Cleanser, and then the Prana Face Oil. And the 2 other products that they have that I don't have full sizes of are the Revitalizing Eye Balm, and then the Nava Jungle Detoxifying Jungle Mask, which this is the one that I purchased from Erica, so I can test this one as well. But I'm really excited about this line. Let's see. Let's open up the mist. Let's do a little testy of the mist, because it's always nice. You know, mists are an easy thing to sort of just like, spritz on there here and there, and they don't need a huge testing. Well, that's really nice. Tulsi water, rose water, glycerin, cucumber fruit extract, water, aloe. So just very lovely. nice and refreshing. So that's one brand that she's launched recently that I'm pretty excited about. And the other is this brand called Distill. And they currently only have 3 products in the line, and they did give me all 3. So they've got the Calming Cleansing Balm, which is their Soothing Antioxidant Boosting Cleanser, which I'm working on a cleansing balm video, so this was perfect. So this one is actually blue. So it's blue tansy? Yeah. Blue tansy, copaiba, and white willow bark. Is this one emulsifying? Yeah, it looks like this one is emulsifying, so that's exciting. They also have the Brightening Radiance Mask, which is resurfacing, enzymatic, and glow treatment. Pretty excited about that as well. And then the Rejuvenating Botanical Serum, which is nutrient-rich, revitalizing phytoretinol complex. It's bakuchiol, Acmella oleracea, and then CoQ10. So here's the packaging. What that one looks like. But that smells lovely as well. So I'm pretty excited about those. We're sort of talking about possibly a next collab box. I guess I kind of want like input on what you guys might want to see. Like, we're toying with the idea of either doing like another sort of like full routine skincare box, or like a mask box. I would prefer to do like a mask box. But what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer like a mask box, or would you prefer like a full, you know, like an everything box? I don't know, let me know. We're sort of toying with what we want in it. Still haven't decided, but you'll be seeing more of those from us. Maybe like 1 or 2 a year, I'm thinking. Okay, so then some body related things. I have the new Beyond Body Oil from Prima, which if you guys have heard me talk about Prima recently, I really love their CBD supplements. That's like, they save me basically. But they've recently come out with a body oil. So this is the Stress Remedy for Body, Skin, and Senses. So I'm excited to have this in my life. Okay, what is this? What does this got in? I never know. It's got spearmint, patchouli, clove, celery, geranium, lavender, orange, ylang ylang, star anise. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. I'm really excited about this. It has a base of sunflower, rosehip, grape, apricot, jojoba, hemp, olive, and baobab oils. So pretty excited about that. It's a nice big size, 6 ounces. I love Prima. Their skincare is on my list of things to try eventually too. I mean, I wish I had more faces. Okay, and then Skylar, their last, this isn't available anymore, but this is the Coconut Grove one from last month. It's bergamot, coconut, and ambrox. Not my favorite. I'm not really the hugest fan of like all these coconut scents. That's just not my jam. But the one that's for this month does sound more up my alley. It's Pink Canyon, which has a blend of citrus, grounding, and subtle woody notes, which mine is in the mail. It also has pink salt. So grapefruit, pink salt. I'm watching the little video. But this one sounds more up my alley. It's in the mail. I haven't gotten it yet because they're no longer sending to like influencers, so I get them at the same time as everybody else. I used to get them ahead of time, but now I get them like late, which kind of sucks when you want to talk about it. But I mean, what can you do? And then at the same time, I also picked up Isle, which is one of the scents I didn't have. I'm actually not wearing anything right now. We can put this on. So Isle is one of their permanent scents. This isn't like a scent club one. So this is beachy, dewy, and fresh. It's got bergamot, cardamom, sandalwood, and I'm guessing some other thing. Yeah. So it's like, it's not fruity, it's not floral, it's kind of like, I know it does smell kind of like fresh, but not like fresh laundry fresh, but just kind of like, I don't know, nice and fresh. All right, we got a couple more things. So Peak sent me their new matcha. They have the Sun Goddess matcha. I've seen Peak around a lot. I've seen a lot of influencers talk about it recently, and always when you know, I see like a ton of people talk about it, I'm always like, is it because you really love it, or is it because, you know, you get paid to talk about it? I never really know. So when they reached out to me, I was like, sure, I'd love to try it, see what all the fuss is about. So it does come with this sort of like scooper thing. Matcha isn't really my thing. My husband is more like into matcha, but they did also send me the Hibiscus Beauty Elixir, which is hot water soluble. So you add to 8 ounces of hot water and then stir. So I'm kind of interested to try the Peak tea crystal thing. Matcha's not really my thing, but maybe I'll give it a try. But it is organic ceremonial grade matcha from Japan. I mean, I do drink some things with matcha. So you can add it to cold or warm water, shake or stir. So you add a scoop to 12 ounces. I mean, I might give it a try. You put in 4 to 5 mounding Peak bamboo scoops. So like on this thing. So I'm kind of interested to try them, see what all the fuss is about. I know I just kind of like threw that over there. And then the last thing that I've got is the couple of bathing suits that I picked up. I was waiting for the Days to launch their bathing suit. They've been releasing a couple over the summer, but there was one in particular that I had seen them, you know, sort of like sneak peek that I really wanted. And it was this, it's like this, what is this, papaya colored bathing suit, which is super, super cute. And they also have the high-waisted bottoms in this one, which I'm extremely thankful for because I do not like regular bikini bottoms. I like the high-waisted bottoms, which you guys saw in my last This Just In, where I featured a couple of other bikinis that were like high-waisted. So I'm really excited about that. She is releasing, she's working on like a pink bandeau, or is it like bandeau? What is the pronunciation of that? I don't know. But I might buy just like the top just to have, like, you know, just to wear it around. So then I also placed an order for this one from this brand called Dippin' Daisies, right? Is it Dippin' Daisies? Dippin' Daisies Swim, yeah. And they're like a sustainable swimwear. So I made sure that like if I bought anything, it was only from like sustainable swimwear companies. So the Days is a sustainable, you know, clothing company. They do swimwear, and then Dippin' Daisies does also do sustainable swimwear. And I thought this one was like super cute. So this is the top of it. That's the front, and then this is the back, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And this is the side. And then the bottoms I'm not quite sure about yet because they're also high-waisted, but the legs are so high on them that they come up to like a really weird spot on my body. Like I have weird hips, okay? Like I don't like my hips. That's like the one part of my body that just like, I don't really like it because they seem like so oddly proportioned to the rest of my body. I don't like the way things like sit on me. My hips are just like bigger than the rest of my body. They're really strange. So like these hit in a kind of an uncomfortable, unflattering position, and I don't know where to put them because if you put them too low, they kind of give you that muffin top effect, and then if you put them too high, then you've got like parts of your hips sticking out that you really don't want sticking out. So I'm not really sure about these yet. I'm kind of hoping that I'll lose a little bit of weight, you know, heading back into the gym, and then like stuff will fit me a little bit better. So I'm hanging on to them, but they're not my favorite bikini bottoms. And I'm not sure about those bottoms just yet because they're not something I'm not totally comfortable in them where I've been comfortable in like all the other things that I've shown you. So anyway, that's everything that I've got for this video. I think that was plenty. I'm kind of hoping that there's sort of like a slowdown of releases over the summer, but I guess that's probably not going to be the case. I don't really know. And I kind of like, I know that I talked about this in another video where I was like talking about views and stuff, and I don't want you guys to think like that's all I care about is like views. But you know, at this point in my life, like this isn't my job. I have a full-time job. So like I have to be very selective about like where I spend my time. And you know, I'm homeschooling Oliver and I got to make sure that I spend time with him and like do things with him. And I was also like, you know, keep up with the house and, you know, make dinner and make sure everybody's like, you know, fed and, you know, needs are met everywhere. I just kind of want to be more selective about how I'm spending my time. And if there are certain videos, even if I enjoy them and I love doing them, they're just like not being watched and they're not something that you guys are interested in. Like I don't want to do them, which sucks because I feel like they're helpful, but then like nobody watches them. So, I mean, like I said again, I don't want you to think that that's like all that I care about. I'm just trying to be more selective and like careful about the kind of content that I sit and do because my time is so limited and this isn't my job, and I just want to make sure that the stuff that I'm putting out is enjoyable and it's like what you guys actually want to watch. So I have filmed a couple of things. You know, I filmed at Empties recently. I filmed a products that expired before I could finish them video that I'm probably will be putting up next week. I need to film a Silk Naturals swatch video. It's been a while since I've done one of those. I also filmed a Get Ready With Me that I have to watch the footage back. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Like as I was doing it, I'm like, I'm not sure I'm gonna post this, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see how I feel about it when I look at the footage again. And then, you know, I've got this video. So you'll see this video first and then you'll see all that other stuff. And then like, I don't know what you guys want to see. So like I know I'm not like a makeup channel, but I do love makeup. And like every time I put out something makeup related that doesn't get watched, I get a little bit down on myself because I'm like I know people aren't here for my makeup stuff, but then it also seems like you guys don't really come for my skincare stuff either. So I don't know. I don't know what do you guys come to me for? Like what do you like about me or that I do here? Because I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know. I'm like, I feel so conflicted about the whole thing sometimes. What I'm still doing here, if like I'm even making any kind of like, you know, impact to anybody's life. I don't know. I mean, I love this. I do love it, but I don't know. I guess I'm just at the point where I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to continue in a way that makes me happy, you know, on all accounts, right? So it's not just me like spending hours of my time sending stuff out to the universe that just it doesn't connect with anybody. Like the whole point is I want to connect with people, and you know, views are a way that you're connecting with somebody, because if your stuff is helpful, you know, people are watching it, and if they don't find it helpful, they're not watching it, and then I just don't want to do stuff that's not helpful, you know? Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, at least. I know that you guys like these videos because it's one of my most watched videos on my channel, which is so frustrating to me sometimes because like, then I show the stuff that I talk about in this video and then nobody watches it. So it's like, do you just like the whole unboxing aspect? Or do you actually want to see reviews for things? Like, I don't, like, what do you guys want? All right, I'm gonna go before I have like a crisis of identity here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys in my next one, which will probably be Empties related next week. So bye.